Okay. Have we gone live? I don't see anything in the chat or anything like that. Hopefully we have. It's been a minute. Doing a little late night GAC. You know how it goes. Let me close this up really quick. Okay. Should be good. Okay, what's up, guys? Yeah, I haven't gotten the notification yet that Twitch is live, but we shall see, I suppose. If you guys are out there, let me know. Normally it says stuff like, hey, you're live, but I haven't gotten it yet. Oh, cool. What's up, Mad Max? Thanks. Appreciate that. Okay, good. Glad we're at least live there. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's move into game. First off, before we actually move into the game, oh, let me first do this. Okay. Yeah. Before we move into the game, obviously, Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. Or in some time zones by now, I'm sure it's yeah, it's definitely Merry Christmas. Yeah, decided to just come on after we did some of our activities and had some fun times, but yeah, hopefully everyone is enjoying it, and if you don't celebrate it, at least hopefully it was a calm and peaceful day for you. All right, let's move. Oh, snap. What's up, Nev? How's it going, dude? Oh, Spartan Easy, man, dude. These are some names I haven't seen in a while. How's it going, everyone? How's everyone doing? Hey, Ray Rock, how's it going? You guys just missed it, but I said, you know, happy or Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. In some time zones, obviously now it's just Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate it, just hopefully you had a great day and or night. So yeah, absolutely, guys. Thanks for being here. Just wanted to do a little stream and late night, kind of have fun sort of dealio. But yeah, thanks, you too, Spartan. Appreciate that. But yeah, let's go ahead and move into the game. There you go. If you don't celebrate it, happy Festivus then. True. Yeah, that's very true. Good point, Ray Rock. Yeah, so we're in Kyber 1. We won last round. It was Master Luke. He was in chat. So this current round, we've got El Taladro, I guess. He's from Imperio Mandaloriano Netra. I'm sure I butchered that. I've definitely faced this guild before in TW when I was like in FDO. 11.7, so I have a slight edge on him GP wise. I don't remember exactly like what his modding situation was, but I'd say Datacron wise, he's at least got more level 9s than I do. You know, whether or not that means that he's got better Datacrons than me or worse, I don't know, but we'll soon find out. And I also saw before the stream kicked up that he had kind of done some attacks. It looks like he put 2 into my Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, and then he put 1 into Leia, damaged her or like killed the sides, and then yeah, just kind of hung out there. Everything else he one shot, so Sag about that. But so let's take a look quickly what he's got set for us. we've got the Qui-Gon Jinn, Cam, JKA, classic mix-up team. We've got this Tuskens. They don't have the Omicron, so that helps us out quite a bit. They also don't have they do have the right Datacron though, so yeah, that is one thing that changes that quite a bit. Then we got Finn Zori, and we've got Iden with Iden Kron, and this is definitely the better of, in my opinion, it's the better of all the stats for this Imperial Trooper setup. So that'll be something we have to deal with. We've got Queel, Hondo, Queel, IG, for the team that, it's like, I don't even know what that team is. Like, honestly, like it happened like seasons ago and people are still holding on to it. And it's like kind of almost getting a little bit of a resurgence just because like it's, you know, Hondo plus IG has the Kron this time around, so it's like not bad, but like you wish that it was like better for how much people are setting it. It's kind of it's in a weird spot. He set his own Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, and yeah, again, it's kind of got the critical things that you want to see. We've got Ray Ben here with JTR, and I just keep forgetting, like, unfortunately my EPSK is not available. Like I wanted to do some testing against this Leia team with some different comps. SK was one of them. I didn't need EP or Mara, so they're like kind of off on doing something else on defense. So I don't know what I'm gonna do here against this Leia. But like legitimately, Rey is such a problem this season with her freaking Datacron. She's a beast. And then we've got Lord Vader down here. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what we want to do here. Like, I'm almost tempted to go in like and do Afra versus Lord Vader, but I think we got a pretty good shot actually with Royal Guard being in there. Might do it, man. Yeah, I mean, the team that I was trying is actually Riva, Savage, SK. It's pretty good actually. You got a decent chance of winning. I just am forgetting that, like, I don't need to run it because I do run Slacker against it most times. I'm actually really tempted to just run Afra here, but then does it really buy me anything against Lord Vader? I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see. Not everyone has murder bears. I saw a team to lay down. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even, I haven't even placed down murder bears, honestly. It's an interesting team. Like, I think it was a thing, like I said, a few seasons back, but it's fairly, it's not really that serious of a squad. I don't know, it's interesting though. I have to think about this, man, because Ray is the ultimate stinker here. Like, we could do what we did last round, which was Ray, or like SLKR the Ray. Without EPSK, I feel like I'm kind of left vulnerable here. Yeah. Like, the other thing is I could probably do what's his name? C versus this one, because they don't have the 4-turn. They don't have the 4-turn heal immunity, which is pretty big. So I could probably get away with doing that. And if nothing else, I at least knock out the sides. Ish, maybe. The thing I don't love about this is that, like, I'm basically like full on admitting, hey, I'm not going to kill this in one shot, and I don't love that. Yeah, Seer Cal is on defense as well. Like I said, the team that I was focused on was it tears apart 3 teams, but like it's actually pretty good against Ray, or not Ray, Leia. I kind of want to see, man. Like, I kind of want to do C against this. I think there's a decent shot for it to actually work in, but GK is actually pretty tricky against these comps. Now, what I will say is against this one specifically, there's not really any health steal, so it kind of sort of plays to our advantage. Like I said, even if we could somehow kill Ben here in this squad, which isn't a given, yeah, like I doubt we get through Ray with that amount of defense plus her stacking defense. I mean, GK is probably like our JMK is probably our best shot, but it's definitely not a given. And I could use up that Inquisitor squad, but it's not a guarantee win, and that against Leia. And the other part of it is it eats up like seriously 4 teams, well, 3 teams. So yeah, like it's good if you're in a pinch and if you can give that up, but it is pretty abysmal. All right, well, we're gonna go with this, I guess. Yeah, we just have to wait until she health steals herself enough to go in after Ben. All right, well, here goes this. We'll try it. It's I've had pretty bad success with it, or pretty bad like trials with it. I've had it work a few times, but it definitely is tricky. Okay. What we'll want to do is then put a heal immunity on her. Okay. All right, that gives us our opening. All right. Yes, let's go ahead and hit this. Pass this to you. I think we could put the damage immunity on GK here. Okay. Yeah, let's just go for Ray next. Just ramp up some damage here from Cat. Let's just do basic. Okay, again. Ramp. All right, let's see what we're hitting for now. It's close. It's close. We should kill here. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, at least we got that one down. Because it feels bad. It feels #bad, man. I will also say we are super vulnerable. If there's a Jabba in the back, we're super vulnerable to not clearing. I maybe should have selected himself. Is this a free-to-play friendly stream? No, never that. I'm tired of how much CG caters to the free to play. Just kidding. What's up? How's it going, Dur? Oh wow, I didn't expect that was gonna kill. SLKR is armor. GBA is easy versus Leia. Yeah, I've been doing SLKR crew Malicos. Like I said, it's not that's just who I have available because of this one squad where I was using Riva who the hell is the other guys now? Starkiller and Savage. So that was eating up so many teams that I had to like kind of extend my defense team. So I couldn't create like a super team like Seer, Cal, Malicos. So what I had to do then was to be like, hey, we're gonna go Seer, Cal, Ahsoka Fulcrum, and then we'll bring Malicos on offense. He'll just pair in with like SLK for the easy wins here. And so yeah, like, so by me, and like I said, I did it like week 1 and I haven't changed my defense. Like that's the problem with it, is that I'm like always like yeah like I now, especially on stream, it sounds so funny because like I've been saying this now for a couple matches and it's like you guys probably have heard it before, but I just don't remember to change my defenses again. So the test that I did in week 1 is still like affecting my ability and like to make squads in round 9. So pretty funny. Yep. Yeah, that was, I've honestly had it be way worse before. And I think there was, what was it? Was there another comp? Oh, it was the freaking Cal. It's OG Cal. OG Cal in that is a nightmare. When OG Cal is in place of JTR, that comp is pretty hard, I think, with your JMK squad. Kyber line defender Ando. I don't know what that means. Okay, yeah, let's do SLK here. So this is what I've been running. Where are we here? We could just go both Ufu here. Yeah, so I've been running these fellas. These fellas right here. And I just been giving them this Malicos cron, right? Just for the funsies of it. Oh yeah. Oh, that's 1000%. That's me. I mean, I only have 13 GAC Omicrons. Like, yeah, these people that are going for like top 50 these days, I mean, they're definitely rocking way more than that. And yeah, they're remodding for it, and they're doing like all these things. Like I'm perfectly content, like down here, bottom of K1, just thriving enough to get by and stay in K1. And now it's even easier than before, right? Like it's not that hard to stay in K1 at this point, now that they fixed all the shenanigans. All right, well, let's go ahead and stun. Pretty much should stay like perma stunned. It's a vibe, and I completely agree. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's those guys. They'll get the same. We will get roughly the same win rate. They might get a few more crystals because of the end of season payout, but like it's pretty nominal. Like me and the guys that are battling for the top 50, we're getting basically the same amount of crystals. Now, if you're winning in the top 50, then it's a little bit different because you're probably getting a lot more crystals. But yeah, that's the new way, man. Like for me, at least personally, like I can't burn myself out on GAC. It's bad news when I do it. If I burn myself out on GAC, I start like not enjoying the game as much. just down here, it's a little bit simpler, a little bit easier of a life. Totally with it. And like, I might not be able to be like, yeah, I'm a top 50 player in GAC, but I think I do well enough to, you know, I think I do well enough. Well, let's just go ahead and poke here. Let's do a siphon. Oh, okay, or let's get a kill. All right, 54. Yeah, I don't know the numbers, but it's 2,500 now is about what's in K1. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there's been times, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what ended up happening round 1. Let me just double check. Pretty sure round 1, I saw who I saw that he had already full cleared me, and I think I just went in on a squad and got like a 12. Like, I failed once. I was trying something out. Oh, it was against Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, yeah, and didn't work. And so then I was like, okay, cool. Like, I mean, like, I could have. He obviously dropped. Like, I think he got a 19 something on me. I could have probably like sat there for hours and won, but I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, good news for me is that's all I need to do. Yeah, so do as much as you enjoy to do. That's what I say. Do as much as you enjoy to do. If you enjoy doing it, go for it, man. Like, seriously, more power to you. But if you are not, like, if you're stressing out about it and stuff like that, I don't know, man. Might be time to just chill out with it. Okay. I need a protection crown. I think this is the one, because I think my Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum one is on defense. Yeah, and I need that trooper crown. So yeah, we're good. Oh, Derek, what's up, dude? Merry Christmas to you, man, and thank you for the sub. How's everything going with you and the fam? Okay. Yeah, so we'll be running this comp here. I don't know. We'll see. Yo, Captain Amazing, thanks for on YouTube as well. Merry Christmas to you as well, and I am doing well. Thank you. I hope the same for you. Okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's flux here. Cause YOLO. Let's get myself speed up here. And let's go ahead and give you turn meter. Oof, she got reduced 2 times. So this is gonna be tricky. Tricky. Dang. Okay. Maybe I should go for all right now. YOLO. Okay. He's out. All right. I don't remember. Does he have? Yeah, he does have buff immunity. All right. Okay. All right. We could just do a basic here. It is unfortunate that we aren't ult ready here. Okay, let's hurry up and cleanse here. Let's do this. Let's get all of our healing out of the way before... Oh, crap. I shouldn't have done that. Before we get... Let's get all of our healing out of the way before we get our ult. Perfect. All right. Now should be able to do it again. Okay. All right, let's push back his turn here. Guess we'll just give it to ourselves. Okay, now we ability block. Okay, cool. I think we're set back here now. Perfect. It's kind of messy banners, but oh well. All right. What do I use to dual stream on YouTube and Twitch? I really don't remember what it's called. It's some plugin that I got. It's some free plugin. I wish I could be more helpful than that. I literally like Googled like how to do this, how to dual stream, and then there was like for free, I think too. And then there was like, hey, there's a plugin that you can download into. It might have even been a YouTube video. I'm sorry. Hopefully that can help you, like get you at least somewhat on the right path. It's a plugin that's in my OBS right now. So yeah. Is that what was that a backdrop from Mando? I don't actually think it. I feel like that's been in the game for longer than Mando's been around. Could be wrong though. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna do troopers here, I think. Let me just double check some stuff. So they will get some turn meter if they get going, which is kind of scary. They have some health steal and some crit damage. Also scary. What's their CLS look like? Speed set. Yikes. Crit damage. Yikes. Offense. Okay. It's decent. And I'm not seeing like crazy offense defense secondaries, which would be like what I'd be afraid of. So obviously you got the defense here. Then the next guy that we want to look at is 3PO Chewie, right? Just want to make sure he doesn't have like any crazy defense stats. Yeah, I think we're good. Cause yeah, I mean there's only 25% defense here, so I think we'd be okay. Let's just run the old imp trooper counter here. Now from what I remember last stream is because of TW, like my mods are my turn order is a little bit different than what I would normally prefer, but we will overcome that. How does anyone even find a live stream on YouTube? I honestly don't know. I think it probably just picks up on the fact that you watch videos on this, and then yeah, like it just kind of says like, hey, do you want to watch this guy live? But yeah. Yeah, sorry, Captain America. That's the best answer I've got. I wish it was better. Like I wish there was something I can like screenshot you what I am looking at right now. But I don't think that's gonna help you. Because it doesn't have a name or anything like that. Don't they have a live tab? I thought they do, but it could be wrong. Yeah, let's do this. This worked out last time. Let's hope it does again. So yeah, normally I've had my Dark Trooper go next, so then you have at least one more stack of offense going. We don't have that right now, so my second hit should be harder though. And that's unfortunate. Now they're going to gain a lot of turn meter. So we'll get the kill here, I think. Yeah, so we'll get the kill here. Luke is done. That's really all we care about. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and remove. Oh, dang, they resisted it. All right, so we're down to 2 stacks of dark. All right, this guy's not. He's dazed, so we should be good. All right, we'll kill him here. So I think we'll still end up with a 56. Oh, we got the 57. Nice. Good. I don't know what most people have been running. I think some people have been running like a Gidme version of this. I don't have Gideon though, so I'm gonna end up probably running Afra. And again, this is a huge risk because if there is a Jabba in the back, we might be totally screwed. But sometimes you just gotta risk it for the biscuit, you know? And honestly, the Jabbas with the right modding, it's pretty hard in 3 sometimes even to get the kill still. So, especially with my pretty sandy relics here. So, yeah, well, that's how we're gonna go about this. Maybe I'm missing it. No, I thought there's a live tab like up top. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, okay, so there's a search function, and then like there's like a mini banner, right? And then it like picks out key categories. So if like you watch Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, if you watch Star Wars, if you watch like hockey highlights, like it'll be like SWGOH, like Star Wars like theory, like hockey highlights and stuff like that. Like it'll give you like little sections. I think one of them says like live, but I could be wrong. Anyways, what's up, Daver? How's it going? Good morning from Europe to yourself. Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. If not, just happy 25th of December. Okay. I'm actually good. Yeah, I'm actually good with just going in on Moff Gid here. Wait, why didn't we get a bonus turn there with Afra? It's weird. I don't like it. All right. I think it's time to start just getting the turns. Okay, go ahead and do this again. Go ahead and put some tortured on him again. He gone. He gone. Just do a basic. All right, we didn't get back to him, so we lost some banners there. Okay, let's see what's in the back. Let's see if we got screwed. Doesn't look like it. Off the initial rip, it does not look like it. All right, this should be pretty easy. Glad we did that, because we could have failed doing some silliness. Yeah, I do have Bad Batch. Probably gonna end up using them against. I mean, I don't know. I didn't check the speed, but probably end up using them here. Oof, those are kind of fast boys. Probably not going to be able to use Bad. Well, I mean, we probably will still use Bad Batch, but the results may vary here. How fast is Finn over here? It doesn't look super fast. Oh yeah, man, that's one guy that I feel like you're starting to see a lot of mods get ripped off of him. For sure. May not translate to mobile. That's true. Yeah, could possibly be that. Okay. Gotta also think what I'm gonna do against this Iden, because my Wampa has basically no mods on him. So definitely don't trust it. Especially don't trust it with a Kron going in there. Yeah, I gotta think about that. I mean, we're basically, I feel like we gotta do Bad Batch here. do have a decent amount of defense though. I have a feeling this is gonna get ugly. I could use something like Reva, but like based off of the other squads that are available. Now let's go for Bad Batch here. And I'm gonna give him just a bunch of defense and hope that it does it. Yeah, I don't have Newt or Django. Or B1 actually. They're all hey, wait. Let me just double check, because I did change my defense for that one. I mean, I don't normally keep those guys, I should say that. Oh, I do have Django. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Give me a defense, boy. Not one of these, though. Actually. Now, give me one of these offense ones. Yeah, sure, why not? This will work. Because this one would be for gas. Yeah, so I think we could go with this. 171% here. Hey, Dufine, what's up? Want to pop in and say good luck and Merry Christmas? Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. Oh, I do have B1. Oh yeah, I guess I must have brought GG off of defense. No Newt though. Ripskis. Yeah, we'll go in with this. It'll be fine until it's not. Oh, the Mad Max is over there on YouTube now. Definitely hard to find someone just searching Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I had to find your tag. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would assume that it's probably one of those things where it's probably mostly just my subscribers. So here I did the AoE, so that's kind of cool, right? So stun, it's a while before he goes. I don't think that 2 turns will be enough for 2. Okay, I think I'm actually going to do a basic here. Should I swap to him? Oh, I might swap to Echo, then do middle on him. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, no, I'm actually not. I'm going to do basic here. Yep, okay. Now I'm going to do this. Oof. Alright, we just got to get the kill here. Okay. And then let's I want to heal up. Could do AoE, and it looks like we'll go next. Wait, does he have defense up? No, he doesn't. Who has defense up? Because we did. It looks like it's actually Echo. So I know I have a heal here with him. Okay, that was the right move. All right. Cool. Freaking Bad Batch, man. The stupid sound of death. God, I hate that so much. It is incredibly annoying. It's mostly annoying for you guys, I think, because like I can barely hear it because of my music, but yeah, I think it's mostly annoying for you all. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm actually gonna use like Treya here. I think I'm able to use Gas 501st because I don't have the Tuscan Omicron here. And then versus Finn. I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you what I'm going to use against this. Honestly, could not tell you. I guess maybe a GL. Like, I guess we got C still. Maybe C against Iden. There's nothing down here that merits. I mean, quite frankly, I guess we got this Nisa Omicron. Or a Datacron. I really don't know what it does. I think this might be the first time I've seen Ewoks placed against me. And I used up Troopers. I know I've used Troopers against some of these Ewoks. I used up Troopers already. So it's kind of a ripperoni, so maybe that's where I use up C? I don't know. Oh, you know what? Actually, Night Sisters is a good one because I don't really ever use my Night Sisters. I'm trying to remember what I used last time when, like, last 3v3 when I found out. I did have the, whatchamacallit though, the Mare and Thrawn. I assume it's just Talzin with... Oh, wait. I don't know. Is that gonna work now without the, like, extra stacks of plagues going on people like crazy? It's sketchy, but why not? I really would like to avoid sketchy if possible. I just gotta figure out where I want to use C. Is it with Iden? Or is it with... I mean, definitely one of these guys is gonna get rebid. Who is that though? Don't know. Alright, well, let's just go kill these guys, I guess. I'm pretty sure 501st kills them, so... If not, I'll be really upset. Give me my defense cron here with 100% crit damage. Radis might work against Ewoks. I don't know, man. My Radis is pretty bad. And I don't even have an Omicron on him. Alright, there he goes. He's gonna get stunned. You know, I just thought about this. What's his face would be a big help right now. I'm just gonna do basic. Kill him. Rex. Just have to wait for all these guys to actually stun me, and then I should be able to kill. Okay. We got this. We got this. It's overkill. Yeah, I doubt that my Radis is gonna kill this Iden. Again, I don't have the Omicron. I always feel bad streaming because you guys are like, you know, the people that watch GAC obviously love GAC, and people that love GAC typically have a lot of GAC Omicrons, and I'm not that guy. Like, everyone else is like, yeah, oh, like, just use, like, I don't even have an Iden cron. Like, so my Iden on defense is just pure, like, butt. Everyone's like, dude, yeah, just just Radis solo it. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's probably a function that comes with the Omicron A. Yeah, I think honestly one of these guys is gonna get revad. I just don't know which one. I mean, we'll probably just end up using Sith here. I do have the Marin one. Yeah. The Night Sister ones I got because of the Jabba thing. And I've said this before, like, if I could go back, I probably would just not have that. Quite frankly. Enough defense here, I think we'll be okay. We'll isolate Storm, annihilate Iden, and go from there. I only have 16 noms. Yeah, I've only got 13, but yeah, my Wampa. I mean, just to give you guys like, this is what like the mod depth that you need for like TW guilds. Like, I don't even think he's got 6Es. Oh, he does. Wow, that's actually kind of surprising. I really wasn't even counting on it, and I think most of this is just done via like a hot utils. It's pretty accurate though, so that's nice. But yeah, I'm not trusting Wampa here. I have 21 TW noms. So my disparity, you know. I've got one raid one though. So like that's kind of, I feel like that's pretty legit. People talk down on me for that. People will say I'm a TW player, but like, come on. That's pretty legit, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the kill here. Take it off the person with the most offense. And of course, they retaliated, so that didn't do really anything. Oh, all right. Well, this was like a lot easier than we probably thought it was gonna not be. Yeah, like I said, I'm perfectly fine with where I'm at. Like, I don't, if I was trying to push into like the top, you know, whatever, I would be like, yeah, like let me put on some more GAC Omicrons. And there's ones that I want. Like, there's nothing wrong with the Radis one. Like, for all intents and purposes, I wish I had it, but I can't. Like, my guild requires, you know, TW one, so to stay relevant in that one, I do end up putting on way more than I have. And do we want to do Night Sisters just to make it funny? No one else would be laughing, but okay, this would be one that I'd be willing to maybe do. Oh, the light side buffs though. I'd be willing to do a Wampa versus that though. Especially knowing that I do have mostly 6Es. Actually, I might even be willing. What is this, like a? Yeah, I'd be willing to do this one actually. The days would be somewhat problem. No, actually, there's no way. There's no way because I get the 100% tenacity. I think we'd be okay doing Wampa there actually. All right, so yeah, basically, C is gonna go kill Nisa. I guess Riva here. I'm run Burgundy. All right. I don't know if I passed her, so we're just gonna make this simple on ourselves. No, not her. You. There we go. Your guild requires a minimum of 10. Yeah, we've got 17 on our list right now. What's up, Ben? How's it going? Your latest edition was ATF. Yeah, that's a good one. Especially with doubled with the baby cow one. It sucks. Like, I hate it. Like, objectively, I dislike that that's a Omicron to enable someone else's Omicron to work. Not for what it was intended to do. Like, I would hate, like, if something else came out. Like, if Hoda came out with a Omicron that was like, hey, Wampa's Omicron actually works with a full squad now. Like, I would hate it objectively, but it would make Wampa like much more of a like menace around, you know? Like, I'm certain that there's other squads that he could go into, and then you don't run the risk of just like getting kind of destroyed. The only difference though is that like TW, there's no benefit in risking a solo. In GAC, at least there is, right? Like there's like at least one like you get rewarded for those, you know. Oh, Sag about that one, Zori. This is like nice little cleanse you did yourself. Oof. Where's my taunt at? Okay. She gone. Let's see if we can't. Okay. We can't. I was gonna say, let's see if we can't re-heal. It's like, yep, no, we can't. We can't do that. Alright, I think I'm probably just gonna do Jedi Knight Revan here. So, mistake I made last time was I didn't bring in Basila. Well, I wouldn't call it a mistake as much. Oh, you know what? This guy doesn't have the Omicron. So I think we'll be safer this time. Let's just bring in Jolie Bindo. It's a steep. I can't tell if this chat bot is blocking this. That's a steep requirement, 17 TW Amis. Yeah, it's kind of the price you pay, you know, to be in a really top level guild. Do I not have any more offense? I don't have any more light side offense, defense, or... Sheesh. Okay, I guess I've got one. I was hoping that there would be some crit damage with it, but okay. I guess we'll just go with this. Ben, how's it going? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everyone, as long as you celebrate it. And if you don't, get the hell... No, I'm just kidding. If you don't, for reals, just, like I said, just hopefully you have a good day. It's like, yeah, if you don't, get the hell out of here. All right. Okay. Should I swap then stun? No, because honestly, I might just mark Hondo. It's feeling pretty good right now. You know what? All right, let's go for the stun now. Yes. Good. Excellent. All right, mark wheel now. Mark this little Ugnaught, this little rebel or Empire Imperial defect. No, what is it? No, defector. There we go. It's like, now the word is somewhere there. See if I can't somehow recover banners here. I'm at 56, there we go. Merry Christmas to you. If you don't celebrate it, happy Festivus to you. Yep, exactly. Happy Merry Festivus. Just happy holidays in general, right? We're about to enter into that weird time frame where like, it's like, I don't know if it's New Year's, I'm not quite sure. All right, so we got, this is basically the meta, right? Like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're missing Fury here. Is that, I've never seen this, so I'm assuming this is either a mistake or there's some sort of interaction that I don't know of. Which one is it? I don't know. I have no idea. Oh god. Mike almost died on me. I heard Carr talking the other day. He said top guilds actually watch you play ATW for letting you join. No, not any that I've ever been in personally. That sounds like something that might have been the case like 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, like I'm talking like probably predates like Hotbot and all those kind of things. Honestly, you'd be hard pressed to find like a guild, like a high-end guild that doesn't know, like they can look at so much of your account, right? Like, and the thing is right now I'd say is like, as far as like high-end TW guilds, they're really just looking at your account. They figure that like you will prove whether or not you're good enough to be in the guild, right? Like, so they'll accept you in. If you have just a really good account or whatever level you're trying to go for, if you have the account that matches what they're looking for, they're just gonna let you in. If like in, you know, they'll give you a few TW cycles, especially since like recruiting is, you know, there's not many like players coming in to replace the ranks of like people that are leaving, right? So like or I should say it takes a long time. It like someone doesn't just start an account and 6 months from then just have like 11 million GP, right? Like it doesn't really happen that way unless they just bought an account that's from someone. And so it takes a long time. So they'll probably give you a few TW cycles, and then it's just like, this isn't working out. It's like a mutual breakup, right? Like it's just like, hey, thanks for coming out. You have a nice account, but like you're just not really like active enough or whatever. And like you probably get warnings like throughout, like you'll be like, hey, you know, we require you to be, you know, hitting every wall within like 4 hours of it opening or whatever, whatever the guild like requires. Unless you're sleeping, you know, they usually always make that caveat. But yeah, nowadays, like I said, they're probably just way more focused on your account rather than like, are you a good player? There's tons and tons of like TW players that, and they would admit this themselves, that are objectively not good TW. Like they're not good players, but what they can do is they can read a set of instructions and play a counter, right? And that's really what you end up needing. You need 50 people that can do that. If you have 50 people that can read a counter and like read, like usually like the really high end ones, right? They've got like a step-by-step like of what's going to end up happening, or like if this gets resisted, right? Like there's like a ton of like things. That's all it ends up being, right? You need 50 people that can read well and comprehend. And then, yeah, like if any additional knowledge that you might have where you're like, hey, like I know the instructions say for me to, you know, press TM here, but like, honestly, we are going to lap this team. So I think I can actually just go for the survivability. So that way I don't end up with a 19 instead of end up with a 20. Like those are the read and reacts that you probably want ideally in a player. But I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, most guilds would just be happy if you could just read well and be able to execute in a timely manner. So yeah, I don't know of any guilds that are requiring people to like they'll watch you play like kind of thing. Yeah, so I don't know where that's coming from personally, but that's just sort of me. I'm curious with the top end guilds for TW, since the rewards are the same for any guild. 380, is it the other rewards from the raids and TBs that make it worth? Yeah, I mean, you just end up being in the most competitive environments, right? Like the problem with the TW guilds is that they, well, I'm not the problem, but like they are the best guilds as well. And you know, the ones that end up doing well, like even if you aren't a TW guild, the funny part of this whole thing is that like at the end of the day, good guilds are just good guilds. And even the ones that don't necessarily say that they're like TW, like quote unquote, the ones that are, you look at the top of the raids, you look at the top of the TB and all those things, and like even the guys that say like we're not TB or like we're not TW focused, they're usually pretty high up there in the raids too, right? And what it comes down to, like at least in my head, is it's because like people that want to be like high achieving individuals also usually end up making a pretty good guild, right? So the thing why I liked, or like one of the reasons why I think also too, and this was more for crate, but the idea for throwing on like the Leia Omicron, the Boosh Leia Omicron back in the day, was like, oh well, like if me and 50 other people do this, we get to score like a much higher score, which means then we get a higher box, right? And TW, that's a very normal line of thinking, right? Every time that an Omicron comes out, like people will either make the call on it like, yeah, we're going 50 on these, or hey, you know, if you want to add it, great, but if we're not requiring it, or like just avoid this one, whatever. So what I noticed is like the TW guilds, they had no problems, right? Like they had like 45, 50 of the Boosh Leia Omicrons, and again, that's probably why they ended up scoring a lot better. That, and like they were willing to change mods. Like these are all normal things that are asked of you through TW. And when you're not in a guild in that kind of environment or that kind of culture, hearing something like, hey, you need to add an Omicron so that way the guild does better, is like, yeah, screw you, like kind of thing. And like some people like maybe bought into it, but if you, again, it's one of those things where if you only get 30 people that buy into it, then you have 20, you know, people that aren't, and they are sort of like the quote unquote dead weight, or like they're the ones that are like actually working against you. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Massa? That looks like a big mistake. I don't know which one. I don't know what the big mistake is. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of the story there. Let's try Wampa here. I'm kind of confident. Like even with bad mods, like I'm pretty confident. Because I don't think what's his face is ever gonna land days. The only thing I really want here is defense. Sure, this will do. Yeah, Wallet Warriors. That's kind of, I think, the grounds of what Maw is now. Like that was like one of the guilds that got in there. All right, let's go ahead and throw this out. Smack dab in the middle. Yeah, sure. You might say it's a falsity, but there's no way. I'm pretty sure there was no mathematical way that you could end up getting a box higher than I don't remember the old numbers now. I think like, what was it? Like 130 was like where most guilds ended up being. And then like, it was like 250 or I don't remember the old numbers. Anyways, you weren't going to get the top box. You weren't even going to get the second top box if you didn't have the Boosh Omicron. So you just have to, at some point you have to be like, well, why am I going to do this? I mean, like I said, you can say it's a falsity, but there was no guilds out there that were getting like the high scores without the Boosh Omicron. And they were, and like I said, I would guarantee you that almost 50 out of 50 were getting it. Like they had 50 Boosh Omicron, because that's what was, you needed 2 Hut Cartel teams. You could not, there's no way to create a team where you're scoring like 13 to 14 million or whatever. I forget like the numbers now because it's all mixed in. You just couldn't do it, you know, like it's just not possible. This one is much different though, because the scout one is like, it really doesn't matter as much. Yeah, we'll take this one. Yeah, there's the 5.4 million score with 2 Hut Cartel teams was the, like, really the only way that you could press up to a high enough like score. Just was the way it was. Like, you had to do it. This scout one, like, you're getting like a max of like a couple 100K more with one squad. And like, I legitimately think that like, I mean, I'm kind of glad that that's the case, because it's like, okay, like it saves me an Omicron, but like, I don't know. There's also this part of me that was like, man, is this like their plan moving forward, or like, I don't know. Just, it's so weird how like drastic that change was, I guess. It was like, dude, we need 50 Boosh Omicrons. I'm like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't make Scout that much more important. Oh, Logray. Oh, what's going on here? Does Nisa have like some sort of unique that goes beyond her death? Or maybe it was the Datacron, I don't know. Oh, the Leviathan. Ah, yeah, the big mistake. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about, honestly. It's kind of odd. Okay. I don't quite know what we're doing anymore, because I've kind of lost track on where we're at here. I guess we'll run bounty hunters on those fools, and then I don't know, we'll I legitimately don't know what I'm going to use to kill this team. Like, maybe my scoundrels? Like, maybe a Dash Han team? Dash Han Chu? With 100%? Do I only have one of these bad boys? I was hoping to find one with some offense, but I don't think we really get the 2 buffs. Oh, I'm good with the raid, honestly. Like, I'm not complaining about the raid. Like, there's obviously it's not perfect, but like, I'm just surprised that the Omicron doesn't mean that much, I guess. Oh, the Datacron gives a revive. Classic mix-up. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're about to see. Looks like we got a little fallen order here. All right, that was super easy. All right, bounty hunters here. My God, I've got so much remaining. I say this every time, but it's like, it's hilarious how much you still have remaining. I think we said we used up all the... Looks like all we got is ability blocks. Guess I know what I'll be farming for this upcoming... This upcoming conquest. Oof, yeah, no, that's way too much time. Ray Rock. Don't do that. We don't want that for you. Alright. So I think in this, I'm gonna go kill Candy first. Actually, I didn't check their datacron. What is it? Oh, it's the blind one, eh? Alright, fine. I guess we'll have to kill Kira first. Alright, we need a special here. Oof. How is Nest that weak? Okay, let's do this. Let's actually mass here. Alright, I think this will still count us for 57, yeah. We didn't get much, honestly. I got us both a... I know this is gonna sound lame, but like I got us like a nightstand charger, like 3-in-1 charger, so that way like you charge your ear pods or whatever you want to call them, your phone and your watch all together. They're pretty sleek looking. And then the caveat of that is that I also got her a watch, right? So we've both wanted to make like more healthier changes, and at least for me personally, I've noticed that by just getting the watch, like it reminds me like, hey, like you've been like sitting still for like an hour, you like fat guy. And I'm like, okay, cool, like thanks for reminding me. It's like a game, honestly. Like it's like, okay, I haven't got my count or my step counts in, so like it's brought my fitness level up, and it's cool to track it that way, right? Like it's something that I don't have to like, you know, like it's one thing when we used to all go to the gym and be like, all right, I just did like bench press like 200 pounds at 5 reps, you know, like, and you had to like chart it that way. This just does it for you automatically. You can just look back week on week and week, be like, okay, like last week I ran 7 miles, this week I'm gonna run 9. Like that's my goal, right? I'm like playing a game with myself. So that's what I got her. So all too easy. That's right. What do we want to run here? Like some Sith thing? No, actually, you know what? I don't want to run Sith. I think last time we tried doing that it was not a good idea. Just do some Jedi thing here where we make up some stuff and say that it's gonna work. Yeah, give us that 55% crit damage. Actually, I like this one better, if only just because of the defense. Let's go with this one. Yeah, it was just something small, you know, it's nothing huge. There was some other stuff that we opened, like we opened presents tonight, and then like the deal was like, it's like, hey, if you be a good boy, like this is to my son, if you be a good boy, you know, like Santa might come in tomorrow or like tonight. And so it's like he was like running to go to bed. Like so yeah, it was like that's sort of like the deal, right? Like that Santa will come in tomorrow as long as he's been good, and potentially give him one extra present. So I put that under the tree right before this before this stream. No, we don't. We haven't gotten to the milk cookie. He's still pretty young. Like he doesn't. He's still like sort of working on understanding the concept of this whole thing. Why am I targeting her? He's still working on it. All right, let's just go for L3. We need to get a kill here. I shouldn't have done that. Because I don't think this goes through revive, so I'm not going to use this yet. Honestly, can't remember if it goes through revive or not. Okay, that works too. Cal's like, all right, guys, I'll just do this myself. If you need me, he's like, Cal's like, if y'all need me, please hesitate to ask. Did he leave some food for the reindeers? Yeah, no, we haven't gotten that far into it. Like probably next year. Like I said, he's only 2.5. Like he's still kind of understanding the concept of like what Santa Claus is and stuff. But yeah, and like part of it is like just what I went through, right? Like I never had like some crazy elaborate thing, right? I know parents and like I'm not dogging on them, just I'm not gonna end up doing it. Like I know parents that will be like they'll get up on their roof and they'll like walk around on it, you know, and like there's also families where I've seen like they'll put like, I don't know what it is, like powdered sugar on the ground and like step in it, and it's like I'm never probably gonna get that far into it, right? It's sort of supposed to just be like
welcome home, Commander.
Dude, thank you so much, LaCrob, for that sub, man. I appreciate it. 6 months, holy cow, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for that sub. But yeah, like that's probably what, like my extent of like what Christmas was, is like there's this person that's omnipresent watching you. If you do the right thing and you're a good person, you get rewarded for it. Like that's the basic premise of it, right? And that's all I really want to reinforce as well. Oh, I forgot I did a different ship layout too. All right, well, that being said, I don't quite know what we'll do here. You know, we've got a pretty cool loadout here saved up. But yeah. Bribes, nice. And I'm an RN. I walk 4 to 5 miles a day at work. My watch has to do. That's awesome. Yeah, I've gotten into the habit recently. Like my place that I work at, that we have a gym. So my lunch break is I just go to the gym and I get, you know, 45 to 55 minutes of hard work, and then I take like, you know, 5-10 minute shower, get back to work. So that's what I definitely do. Yeah, Uncle calls you acting like, yeah. I never got any of that stuff, right? Like it was like like I said, the basic premise of what I got was, hey, there's this person, he watches you, he's like ever present, right? Like it's like a form of like, you know, religion, right? Like it's just like someone's always watching you. Do the right thing, you get rewarded for it. You get to do your, you know, you get presents. And like at the end of the day, that's really like, I think all I like what I want to inculcate in him too, right? It's just like, okay, if I do the right thing, I do get rewarded. There's tangible things at work here. All right, let's do a stun. Okay, and let's see here. Let's just go ahead and do the offense up here. Beautiful. And these guys are way less tanky without Fury, and they die on the first turn. Like, this guy could not have meant to set this. And dude, I got the worst banners I've ever gotten on the counter though. I guess because we didn't get the annihilate off to get the full heal. Dang back, it's just killing me. The Twitch stream is ahead of the YouTube one. Oh really? What's up, Jayhawker? How's it going, dude? Ah, man. Yeah, my back's killing me right now. Back's killing me from carrying this heavy score. I'm just kidding. Doing decent, nice. Jayhawker, if if you celebrate it, Merry Christmas to you. And if you don't, I've made this joke now like 5 times. Like I've been like, yeah, get out. We really don't need Eben here, but for YOLO's sake, why not? I think we've been confirmed. Like I was able to do. Dang, maybe stop adjusting this. I guess confirmed that we can only do this. We've been able to do this with 4, but so basically the extra reinforcement is just wasted banners. But yeah, whatever. Oh yeah. Well, no, I've actually always used my 3 reinforcements, and I've gotten usually like a 74, 75 on that counter. It's because it's a double AoE. That's what it is. There's 2 AoEs in that team now, and I wasn't able to ever really fully heal from that. So a rare and a blow job. True. Merry New Year's, Happy Christmas, all that jazz. True. Nice, man. Awesome. All right, let's get this done. There's where we crash. We lose the match. Sad. All right. Open up with taunt on Marauder. Dude, I don't know what this song is. Actually, I don't know what the last few songs have been. They're probably all copyright. Oofies. There goes Plo. Dang. I don't like whenever that happens. All right. I gotta change that because I don't know if those are... Oof. I just used that too. Actually, I think it refreshes. Yeah. All right, good. All right, Boba is the threat here. I really don't need this, but we're gonna bring him out anyways. Hit through Foresight there. And this will kill. So yeah, losing Plo job there costs us some. What's up, Cybix? Merry Christmas to you too. Love seeing it. All right. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do Bounty Hunter 3-man. The old BH 3-man. Okay. Forget which one we should do here. I think we want to get Sunfact out. Oh, come on, get that double assist. That's why we want up. Oh man, my dog wants to get in. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna save that for now because of stupid stun. Stun's got me down horrendous right now. I think we're safe to bring in Boba's ship here. Let's mark our target here. Oof. Do a basic. All right. All right. Let's get Hyena out of here. Okay, let's heal you up. Of course, that would happen and make us bleed banners. This is the original. I can't use that yet. I want to get Mark on him first. My goodness. There it is. Well. Hello? There it is. All right. Got a 73 on it. Yeah, well, my door's, I mean, literally right there. This is my office. All right, so I got a 2070. So he already dropped twice, so I'm pretty sure that's like game over for him. So yeah, he dropped Leia, and then he dropped Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. So I'm pretty sure that pretty much like eliminates his score down to like the 20. Like even if he was just like super clean from here on out, I'm pretty sure it's like a 2050-ish. And then yeah, in the back, what I've been running this past season is just like Jabba in the back. Hopefully just kind of like catching people off guard. It's had mixed results, honestly. I wouldn't call it a win. Everything else back here is fairly easy. So basically like the front is the true, both fronts are truly like the majority of my defense, right? I've got Rey LV up top with Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, and then like, you know, the clone Rexes here. And then like I said, I lowered this, I tempered some of my defenses because of the tests that I did in week 1 with Third Sister, Omicron Savage, and Omicron SK as the team, killing Leia. So with that, obviously with that, like I lost like a ton of different teams, right? You lose Inquisitors, you lose Starkiller, you lose Traya essentially, right? And so with that, I was like, I need to lighten up my defenses because I need to be prepared to like do a couple 2 shots. So with that, you know, I put in, I brought Malicos out. I put in this because I figured a lot of people would not put Moff Gideon on offense for Gidme because of Dark Trooper and Moff Gideon. And again, it's sort of half true, half not. And then yeah, like no SK here with EP Mara, so I just put in Thesis. So yeah, I softened up the defenses a little bit to try and get those teams working. But that's what I basically ran all season. GG, and thanks, I appreciate it. The Riva comp was pretty odd. Solo's comp was the best. Which one is that? What Riva? What? There was a Riva's comp that he came up with. I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, it works. I mean, like, it's actually a pretty sweet team, right? Because like Riva's lead still applies. So like you get, and then obviously like Star Killer's, you know, buff is still alive. So they get like the extra, you know, like tankiness really is what you need. SLK GBA armor. Oh, so you're just talking about for Leia. Yeah. It's actually really sweet though, like, because yeah, Riva lead still exists. So like basically Drogon death marks himself, and then eventually so does R2. So then it's just like, can you kill Leia? And with offensive buffs on basic, you can. And then yeah, you get the 200% defense on Ufus, which then affects Star Killer and Riva gets to die like 17 times, you know, before she actually dies. So they got to cut through all that. Plus you're doing armor shreds, plus you're doing like heal immunities. So it's actually really solid. I think I did all my refreshes. So yeah, it works out really nicely. The problem is though, you do eat up a lot of teams. So it's like it's a good thing for like people that are like, they don't have a Leia and they know that they're fighting like from the down 1 GL kind of thing. You can just set like kind of, you know, garbage and end up still clearing a Leia. Which like in threes, I feel like threes is really just all about like, I feel like there's way less about, hey, like, oh, like, what are you doing to your offense, rather than like, oh, does this defense stop you? There's no real stopping people, you know. SLKR Inquisitorius are a thing in fives. I don't know. I personally haven't seen it recently. Personally, you just got your Drogon relics today. Nice. Yeah, I'm in this weird spot where like my bronziums are actually really kind of actually solid. Like I've been just going really crazy on the Cairo node like for like a month now. It's just been like glorious. I don't know, like, where are we at? And like I've just been upgrading too. Like, so I got 600 of those. I got 300 of these, like, and then I, you know, we got some here. Just get some. All right, let's just keep some in case we need any, but for a rainy day. But yeah, I mean, we got 400 now of those, and I know there's supposed to be some double drops here in January. I'll probably like, that's where I got all these carbonite circuit boards. I just was spending up to the limit on the, what is it, like light side 1D or something like that. Oh, beautiful. These are where I'm hurting right now. This is my chromium transistors. They're the bane of my existence. Yeah, I remember. I mean, like, I'm not far removed from that. Like, the bronziums was just like, oh my god, like, this is horrible. But now I'm just, you're halfway through Leia's all awesome. Nice. I have TW rot. I don't know what that means. I did end up so I ended up purchasing the vault in the web store, which gave you like 20,000 crystals. So I was like kind of crystal poor. Okay, so how did this go? So basically they told us that, like, what Bo-Katan was. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get Bo-Katan. So I was like, I had like a hoard of like close to 30,000 crystals. I spent it all. I got Kelleran Beck to 7 stars. And then I think I just like added some relics or something. I can't remember exactly where I like all my purchases went to, but it was something like that. Maybe most of it, I think most of it was just Kellering. And then I was like, oh, cool. Like they're putting the sale on. I was like, I don't need all these, but like, let me just go ahead and give myself a nice little Christmas present. And then, so like, I'm actually have more crystals now than I did before, which is hilarious. It's like, but yeah, I couldn't do the Bo-Katan event. I was like, yeah, that's just not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. So yeah. Make sure I did. Yeah, I got this far enough. I wasn't gonna mess with this one too much because the clone troopers versus Rey is like, it's just kind of hilarious. Make sure I just got everything. Yeah. I am so out of Zetas after the bundle of Rey and Ben Solo. Classic. Just such a classic mix up. Seriously, such a classic mix up. My gosh, this keeps happening. I want to move this around, but it's not working. All of this is malfunctioning. Yeah, it's one thing I'm definitely seeing more often too. Like, I'm a guild leader for a smaller guild, and it's definitely a thing, man. Like, people are like, you're just not used to it. Like, the Hux Zeta is actually what makes SLKR hard to like off meta in so many regards, and you just see so many. You see so many of them out there now without it, and it's because they're just hurting on Zetas. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's a tough one to decide because like I said, like if you don't have the Hux Zeta, congratulations, your SLKR is now trooper food. As long as the troopers are good, right? Like as long as you got decent troopers, yeah, your SLKR just became trooperable. So it's a big deal. Yeah, that's the only, but the problem is like, so the Blast Tech has a Miasmal. The problem is it's barely ever there. It's like seriously freaking never there. I only got 44k of this. Sheesh. Running out, guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you weren't here, Mad Max, but I bought the Vault on the web store for the, it gave you like 20,000 crystals. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, I'm a light spender, but I'm also like an advantageous one too. Like, I'm not going to look at that and just be like, yeah, you know what? I don't need that. It's like, I could definitely use the crystals. And once those relic packs are out again, like oh, hey, if you give us 500k or 500 crystals, we'll give you like whatever of the relic stuff. I'll be all on that. Oh, this is an interesting mod, actually. Let's buy it. Must be nice to not need prestige. Classic. Just curious, how do you get into the... Wait a second. Oh, hold on. First off, I missed the chat. The Davidos, first time chat. You got yourself a cheeky Christmas present too. Yeah, that's what it was for me. I was like, you know what? Like, let's sneak away here. Like, buying all these presents. Let's go ahead and get me one. But yeah. Just curious, how did you get into the mall/MC Discord server when I said hi to you? How did I get into it? Because I'm in Maw? I'm in Maw Vanguard. Well, I was in Maw Vanguard. Now it's obviously Vanguard of Disorder or whatever it's called. Since you are a guild leader of a smaller guild. I don't know if that means, I don't know what that, I'm not quite sure what my like being a guild leader has to do with this. That's where I'm kind of confused on. Ray Rock. I had been in the Discord for, I think by the time you had said hello to me, like probably months at the time. And it's sad that I'm out of just get one. And it's like, I kind of need the stuff there. I'm out of GAC currency too. It's kind of wild. Well, we're, yeah. More like advantageous person. That's all I keep like thinking of. I was like, dude, to get 20,000 crystals for the same amount of price that like I would normally get, or like someone would normally get 15. I was like, let's just reward ourselves. It's like, we got a Christmas bonus. Like, let's go ahead and get after this. But yeah, like it was hilarious because I like I said, I'd spent like a lot of it. Like I was up to about 30,000 and I spent a lot of it because I was like, well, I wanted to remain flexible for Bo-Katan. I was like, well, I'm not getting Bo-Katan, so like, why am I just keeping like almost 30,000 crystals for not getting Bo-Katan? I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So let me spend a lot of it. Then yeah, I bought the 20,000 and I was like, okay, cool. And we're about to get like 2,000 more, plus I'll get like, I don't know what, 500 more, plus like almost 1,000 more for the win. Something like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, my alt runs it. I'm in Maw Vanguard of Disorder. But my alt account, it runs a smaller one. Said you should pay me for an ad. Yeah, it would be nice. Could you imagine? You're locked out of Discord on your phone. Man, I don't know. There's been some weird things going on with Discord lately. Like, it locks people out. Why don't they? Because probably not beneficial for them. If we're being honest. Just isn't worth, the juice there isn't worth the squeeze. Honestly, even if they did pay me, I would probably not do it because like I would never, I won't say I would never, but like I can't, it would have to be it would have to be like equivalent to a job. If like a gaming company paid me to be a content creator for the game, it would have to be like very, very lucrative for me, because I would assume that inside of the stipulations of like what I can and can't say is like it just is that like I would be limited in what I can say, and that's just not me on a personal level. Like if the game is in a bad spot, like I will just say the game's in a bad spot. Like I'm not gonna just sit there and be like, well, like and tiptoe around and like try and like, I don't know, sell out, kind of, quote unquote. Like it's just not me. I've always believed in being like, honesty is the best policy, quite honestly. Like it's just, you like, I don't have to sit there and like weigh in on like guilt or anything like that if I'm just saying what I truly believe and I have no consequence behind it, so long as like what I'm saying is truthful. So oh no, Ray Rock, you haven't heard this story? Okay, so this is an amazing story. So rewind back to about August of last year. So last year around late May, early June, I moved from Alaska to Utah with my family and started a new career, new job at a new company, where like my responsibilities were quite a bit heavier. And yeah, like, so what I'm trying to point out with that is it's like stressful, right? Like my work life was very stressful. Obviously moving with a family, like, I mean, he was at that time like 1 year and like 3 months, so like 15 months old. That was very stressful. Yeah, like just the fact that like you're moving from like it's one thing if you just like, hey, we're moving from like this town to this town, or like we're moving like, you know, to this neighborhood right down the road, or whatever the case is, right? A lot of people do that. But like moving across countries, moving all your like household goods and stuff like that, it was really stressful, man. And then like around that time, they were just like going ham with freaking Datacrons, right? Like I think that was still when they were running like 3 sets, and the Datacrons like were super OP. I mean, it was just like the Ray one where she's doing like 350% damage on her ult. She's just gaining like ult charge like crazy. Then you had like Lord Vader, who was like dodging everything, and JML doing craziness, and like Bam was 2-manning like GLs. And like, so this, like the state of the game was just like a total array of chaos. And like, I just couldn't keep up because I was just like literally drowning on like all 3 fronts of like my life, which was like personal, gaming, and work. And so I was like, man, I gotta drop the games for right now, right? Like it's just gotta happen. And like it's in a good spot for me to drop because like I just don't know this freaking game anymore. Like they keep nerfing things, they keep like changing things. It was just like super frustrating. And they're making conquest like grindier and grindier too. So I was like, yeah, like this is good. This is a good thing for me. Like let's step away. So like August last year, I stepped away. I finished like the Malgus conquest. I stepped away from the game. So when I stepped away from the game though, I was like I'm not closing the door, like, but for right now I gotta semi-close this door because my life's too crazy. So around August, I created a guild. I called it the 501st Legion Commandos, and then I put all my accounts in there, which was like 4 at the time or something like that, 3 maybe, whatever it was. I think I had 3, maybe there was 4, I don't remember. And then like some other people, like, you remember like there was a lot of exiting during that time because it was crazy, and people felt like they couldn't keep up. So people were like, hey, can I just join your guild, whatever, like your retirement guild? It's like, sure, whatever, I don't care. Anyways, come back, like work is starting to slow down a little bit, and it was like right around this time because Rise of the Empire was when I was like, hey, like work life is chilled out a lot, personal life is chilled out a lot too. Like we're in a rhythm now, like we know where we're getting, like we've got vehicles again, we're in a rental at that point. So like life had chilled out too. So I was like, oh, let me like just see what's going on with Galaxy of Heroes. Anyways, I come back and this thing had filled up to 50 like people. This guild filled up to like 50 people, and some of them were just like I said, were retired accounts or whatever from like my friends. And I'm like trying to figure out like who is who, and like I'm like, okay, is this person like an actual person? Like people were chatting in the guild chat, like all this stuff. Like I was so thrown off. Like I was like, what the heck is going on, man? Like I was like, are people like doing the same thing I'm doing, where it's like, hey, now that there's a new TB out, you know, they're maybe like thinking of coming back, so they're chatting in guild or whatever chat. And then I was like, no way, like these guys are like 40k GP, like these are like brand new accounts that are just like randomly found their way into this guild. So anyways, I start kicking out some of the alts, and like I said, we just keep filling up, like just random accounts just like join us. And yeah, it was just the funniest thing, man. Like so we joked around that I retired like from the game and I became a guild leader. Like so that was definitely That was definitely like a very funny story. So that's what happened. Yeah, it's going well. I mean, honestly, things are going really well. I mean, it's stabilized a lot. And like, yeah, I know how to do my job, which is like great, you know, great boost of confidence. You like move to a new company and just like there's like, you can tell that they're like talking about stuff that you adjacently know about, but you're like, what are you guys talking about? Like, these systems are in place. Like, I ran different systems. Like, I don't know what y'all are doing over here. And you're just trying to determine like, okay, is this one better than what I ran? Should I implement what I was running back, like my old people? Like, but then now I'm having to have like 6 or 7 people adjust to what I think is better. So it was stressful, but I'm glad it is over. Got a good team. We put in good work. Yeah, it's fun. I'm definitely not an Eskimo. There's actually, it's pretty funny. Like, oh, obviously a lot of people think of like Alaskans and then they say like, oh, it's their Eskimos, but like, it's actually like, I think one of the, if not the smallest, like amount of the native like American population up there. Pretty crazy. Anyways, yeah, we've kind of finished. We're just like chilling at this point. So you guys have any burning questions, let me know, because we're just not really doing much. Yeah, thanks, Lacrob. I appreciate it. I wish the guy would go back and attack, but if I had to guess, like, I mean, just at least how I would take it is just like, it's Christmas Day. I mean, maybe he doesn't celebrate, but I'd be like, yeah, it's Christmas Day. I don't need to fight this, because I'm pretty sure, like I said, he's already lost. Stream more. I want to. The problem is, like, becoming a father of 2 ended up cutting up a lot of my time. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I pretty much gave up weekday streams because I come back from work, I'm already tired, and I'm like, gosh dang it, like, okay, like, we could do one that's later, but then I'd be running at the, like, the only thing that I like, this is also another reason why I don't go stream on weekdays, is I'd be going at the same time Zareth does. And obviously Zareth is going to pull way more viewers, and it's not just about the numbers or anything, but it's just more about like if I'm going to put in that kind of time, like, you know, I want to have, you know, you guys like it. Like, I don't want to detract from like someone that's obviously really good, and yeah, like, you know, he's obviously top of his class, kind of, you know, at what he does. And so it kind of is a deterrent for me to stream during the weekdays, right? Because we'd be going at the same time, and it's like I'm just like far outclassed in that weight category. So I don't really usually do roster reviews, Davidos. And it's starting to become like one of those things where it's becoming harder, because these packs have changed so much, and like, because I'm in the same boat being a guild leader. I'm like trying to do basically roster reviews for people, and it's like, I feel bad when I'm like, yeah, you know what, that's like a good plan. Like, I'm glad you went for SLKR, and then they like, hey guys, I just finished SLKR, and then like CG's like, hey, do you guys want SLKR for like $50? And then they're just like so defeated. And like, I just like I said, I think I said this last stream, I just told my guild to start farming up the shards for Inquisitors, so that way they could get GI, so that way we could eventually try our hand Reva shards. And I like, even that, I was like, man, I'm gonna feel so freaking guilty if like Inquisitors becomes a pack. Like, because I could totally see it being one, you know? Like, I could totally see Inquisitorius being a pack, so that way you could unlock Grand Inquisitor, so that way you, like, and, like, they would be like, hey, you get all Inquisitorius at R3, so then you just have to move from R3 to R5, so you could go play the event, and then from R5 to R7, so that way you can go get your Reva Shard. And like I said, for the new players, it's like, those guys were, like, 2,000 plus Kairos. Like, that's huge. Like, just to buy like a $40 pack or whatever they would price it at, like, be huge, be like absolutely huge. And I don't want that to be the case, like, but I do at the same time. Like, I'm in this weird spot where I'm like, if they have it, please make it come out quick. What do you think will be the next release? Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by release. Do you mean like special character, or what do I think is gonna be coming up? I think the writing on the wall, I feel like it's gonna be something GR Jedi. And so I personally think it's either gonna be a Padawan or like the Phantom Menace, like Kenobi, like Padawan Kenobi, Phantom Menace Kenobi, or Jedi Master Dooku. The calendar has Qui-Gon Jinn, Barriss Offee, Jedi Knight Anakin, and Ahsoka Tano, and definitely Kenobi matches all, like, he interacts with all those people. Now, could that just mean that like we're gonna get like maybe some like GR Jedi reworks because we've got Keller and Beck now? Yes, that could mean that too. But I also think that, like I said, they want to, there's right now, if you take a look at like all the like kind of Jedi slash like Galactic Republic splits, it still feels like we're like one-ish short away, because it's just like you start to really neuter away like some of the squads once you start to like kind of like what you want to do with it, right? And so I do think that like there's probably something else coming for them, like sort of like a Cam-esque like guy where he's like, hey, if you bring him in, you're also gonna get some like stats, some added stuff to like help raise up some of those, because like Keller and Beck does a great job for 5 of them, but the problem is right now, like, you just sort of want the 5 best, and like maybe that's not a problem, and like that's definitely not a like isolated problem. Like that happens with a lot of factions. It's like the same thing with like rebels and stuff like that. You just start to run in the risk of like so many rebels in this faction that it's like, let's just get the 5 best and put them on this team kind of thing. But Gungi is an interesting one too. Yeah, I could see him too. I mean, like I said, I think it's just GR Jedi. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I could see it. But yeah, I do think it's gonna be Galactic Republic Jedis that we see in January/February. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be like, I don't know if it's gonna be a legendary. It might just be like I said, Jedi Master Dooku, and very like simple kit, but like one that like lifts some of those GR Jedis to be a little bit better. Like I could see, because I could also see like with Kelleran how Omni Qui-Gon starts to become like a relic of the past. Maybe it's time for that to become one, honestly, but I could also see them just like creating that like synergy between Qui-Gon Jinn and Dooku. For some mystified reason, to me, people love to get roster reviews. They really do, yeah. I like to see on Create Expectations again, you and Kate make it interesting. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know there was talks for a while that we would maybe like do a rotation here and there, but yeah, I haven't spoken with Zareth about it at all, and They do it again during the weekdays, and it's probably just one of those things where scheduling wise, it's probably just better that I don't, because I'd be probably weighing them down. But I appreciate that, Ray. I do. You're awesome for that. Yeah, beyond that though, I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, so like game wise, I guess we could kind of go into that. Like game wise, I mean, it's what's been happening, honestly, for the high end of players. I'd say like high end of rosters for over a year at this point. And that's, we have so many teams, and we're like slated to just keep getting them. But at the same time, and we are seeing like leaps and bounds in the, I would say, the like PvP meta. Like we're getting the slow power creeps. Like the way that I feel like in this game, in Galaxy of Heroes, like power creep is not power creep. Power creep in this game is power leaps. And these power leaps, they come with like plateaus though. Like, so while normal power creep might be like a steady like this, you have like in Galaxy Heroes where you like do a leap and then you plateau, and then you do a leap and then you do a plateau, and then you do a leap and then plateau, right? And we're currently in the leap, I think, right? I think we're slated, you know, I think we got like Jedi Knight Cal. We're like the current lineup of like what the power creep is about to be is like really incredible. Like Bo-Katan, Darth Bane. Darth Bane is just like absolutely crazy. Right? Like I'm trying to think of who else we've gotten recently. Kelleran Beck, right? Like these guys are like elevating the game, right? They're not just elevating squads, they're elevating like what could be. It's gotten to the point where it's like there was, and they talked about this like, you know, what was it, 2 years ago? How they're like, hey, we kind of want, you know, there to be like this like GL area, and then we want like the GL lights, which would be sort of like, you know, the GL counters like, you know, Star Killer and Malgus and those kind of guys. Where in their specific game mode, like they're kind of like punched up into the GL arena, but then like outside it, they're, you know, an A squad or whatever. But it's like they had like GLs, gas, and then like A teams, B teams, and they're like, we really want to expound upon like that A team range, and I think they did, because like at this point, gas is like, he's good, but he's not like the only one that's like, man, I need gas here because gas is really freaking good. There's so many squads out there now that are like, these guys are really freaking good. I mean, you look at Malicos and you look at just all the squads we've gotten recently. It's like we definitely hit a power leap, and we're like at the plateau where we're just getting more squads that are like on par with that, you know. Like I said, Seer Malicos is really freaking good. And then you've got, like I said, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, who's really freaking good. And then you've got, you know, Bo-Katan, who's really, really freaking good. And then, like I said, Bane's going to be coming out in a couple months. He's just, what he's going to do is just absolutely be sick. So I think we're currently in that phase where we're just like plateaued on our current like power leap. And so, we usually get like 3 to 5 teams in that range. So we'll see. I appreciate it, Rob. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was fun. It's always fun with those guys. They're easy to talk with. It was good times, especially Kate. I was sad when Kate left my guild. I still don't forgive her. So hopefully she knows that I don't forgive her for that. She was just busy with real life, so she had to leave. But yeah, just don't really have much else to do. I guess I could do the raid, but I'd need to remod here. was hoping that there'd be a profundity up here. I could just auto a battle. We gotta get to our... what's it? Where is it at? Achievements? Yeah, we gotta get to our 5,000th fleet arena battle so that we can get 300 crystals. Also need like less than 5,000 more squad arena wins so that way I can get my 5 Darth Vader shards. Then these are just never gonna happen. What was I gonna do? Oh, I remember. I'm just gonna go auto something here. You haven't come around on the new raid yet? I like it. I mean, truly I do. Like, I think it's good. I think it's better than crate for me. All right, Steve-O, you're gonna get it, man. Unless I can find a Leia, then that's like auto. Like an auto. Oh, perfect. Go beat you. I'm still working on the 10k squad arena wins. Yeah, I think honestly I would have gotten my fleet one if my fleet shard was like actually alive. It's just not alive, so it's kind of great. Like how quick what is to do. Squad arena? Fleet arena? Once we get contract here, it's just so funny. Oh, the new raid. Oh, yeah. No, I really like it, and it's actually really good for my new guild, or like the guild that I'm a leader in. We get the 125 box, which I believe is like the equivalent of like 4 or 5 crate, and we just never would have gotten that with crate. Well, I won't say never. I mean, like, obviously, at some point we would have gotten it, but... What? What is going on? Oh, this is hilarious. You hate to see it. You hate to love to see it, though. But yeah, I agree. Like, the new raid, I think, is... It's quicker for me, and I like that personally. Yeah, that was the thing, and we got a ton of lead time too, and this one was gonna last longer. So I was like, hey, we're just gonna keep pushing to the 144, and like I was like, depending on how fast we get there. Like, we might increase it, we might decrease it, or not decrease it, but we might increase it, we might go for higher, but for now, we're definitely going to shoot for 144. Because it's not a 6-month raid like crate was, and yeah, you just don't know what's going to happen next raid, so you just like, you want to stockpile as much as you can, right? But yeah, it was very useful. Like, it was already in line with so many people trying to get their what's it called, executor, right? Like, you get Piet, you know, they're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna work on Imperial Troopers because of Piet and my executor. So it was like there were so many crossovers, and then like for new players too, I mean, CLS is like one of the top squads that I was pushing for early on in my guild. So, you know, they got like guys like Han and Chewie, and then it was like, you know, when you're there, you know, once you get CLS, it's like you can kind of keep naturally going with the squad, and you kind of like run into with a few side projects like getting JKL. And yeah, so all those things like worked out so well for us. It was so nice. And for a guild that's we're right now we're like 250 because of all those all those like packs or whatever. 250 mil, but for our guild like that to be getting, you know, 2500 of the get 3 or whatever you want to call it, or Mark 3 of this currency, and then 9,700 of this, like it's just been huge for our growth. Like I said, in the crate raid we were getting the 25 million, which would have been like this equivalent, I believe. So good, but not great. And we're like 18 minutes away from refresh, but I'm also like getting pretty tired, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it, guys. I guess we do get a... Guess we do get a new galactic challenge. This artwork is sick, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it out, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out, but I'm getting pretty tired. You just built up your item team, took her to R8 immediately? Yeah, I did too. Oh, I had her at like R5 for a long time. Pushed her up to R8 and I was like, yeah, this gotta happen. Oh, look at that. We got enough to add gear. You gotta love when that happens. So yeah, off my thesis of like, or theory I should say, of GR Jedi, I've just been slowly like gearing up GR Jedi. These are the remainders. Heathcoth, Imogen Dai, and Jedi Knight Guardian. So yeah, and you can see I already got Kit Fisto in there. Luminara's next, or I just did Luminara. So yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate you guys coming out. It's fun, good times. Thanks for the subs, bits, all those things, dude. You guys don't know how much that actually means to me. And I use it again to help upgrade the stream, even though I know I don't do it as much as I used to. I'm gonna try and change it, okay? I promise. Just needs a little bit of time. So anyways, appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming out. Like I said earlier, Merry Christmas to y'all if you celebrate it. If not, hopefully it's just a chill day for you. You guys get to relax. Yeah. She's been Gear 10 since 2018. It still is, yeah. Hey guys, thanks. Appreciate it and have a great night. Thanks, Davidos, for the follow. I don't know why my follows aren't playing. I don't know. It used to play. It used to be an alert for them. I don't know. I don't do it anymore. Anyways, thanks guys, and we'll see you guys. I will because I have time off of work. I will actually maybe not every night, but hopefully every night I will get on, do some Conquest streams. Obviously it's not starting tomorrow, so I think it's starting Wednesday, but I will get on, do some Conquest streams, just that way we can hang out some more. All right guys, appreciate you, and we'll see you guys on, I guess, maybe Wednesday. See ya.